Hi guys, my name is Batikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the AVL issue that everybody keeps talking about on the Senzo Meyiwa case. It's a very big ask and the state is not forthcoming when it comes to that. They've been asked, the defense has been asking for years. Since 2023, they've been asking. The last straw was when Misi was directly asking for a Constable Zungu's car. That was the last straw. And they came back and said, no, it doesn't have a fitting. I don't know how true is that, but that's what Baloyi told the court last Friday. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today we are not debating opinions. We are debating the law, okay? Because when a murder trial has reached this stage, one question becomes unavoidable. Can a court convict when the state's case rests on one witness and the evidence that could confirm or destroy that version has mysteriously vanished? This is where cases collapse, and this is where the Senzo Meyiwa case is at right now. In South African law, in South African criminal law, guilt must be proven beyond reasonable doubt. Not maybe, not it could be, not it sounds right, beyond reasonable doubt. And the moment reasonable doubt exists, the court is legally handcuffed to make sure you let the accused go. Now let's look into the AVL situation. Let's talk about the evidence that could have ended this debate instantly. This is something that Baloyi could have done and proven long time ago, but he didn't. And that is why there is a very big question mark and it looks very suspicious. That is why there is a very big question mark and the entire situation looks very suspicious. AVL records, vehicle tracking, time-stamped, objective, mechanical, unemotional. The witness themselves say they were there, right? That's what this one, Zungu says. They moved in official vehicles. That's what he says, and that's what the other police are saying. That's what the police are saying. They were from point A to B, yet suddenly no AVL records exist. Isn't that strange and suspicious? No tracking, no confirmation. Not from SEPS, not from any department, not from any system. Gone. Everything. Isn't that weird, guys? Now, here's the problem for the state when it comes to this entire situation. When objective evidence should exist and is not produced, the court does not ignore that absence. The court asks, why was this evidence not brought? It was going to help the case, most right? So why was it not brought? And that question alone creates reasonable doubt. And also, let's deal with the single witness danger in this situation. Right now, the state relies on one witness, Constable Zungu. No corroboration, no independent confirmation, no digital proof. Yes, the law allows a single witness, right? But only if that witness is clear, consistent, reliable, and corroborated where possible. AVL was possible. AVL was expected. AVL is missing. That is not technicality. That is credibility crisis for the state. He says he was there with them on the 26th of October 2014. Show us that he was there. Show us. It can't be the accused that they are showing they were not with him. It's him who says they were there and they are responsible for the murder of Senzo. Why is it difficult for them to prove it beyond reasonable doubt that the accused are lying? Things that could help the AVL of the car that he was driving. Where is that AVL? Where is the AVL of all the cops? We only had one AVL. And after that AVL destroyed the credibility of Mokgane, they never wanted to bring any more AVLs after that. They made stories. They made stories after that. This case hingers on presence. And where they were there is the question. When they were there is the question. How did they get there is another question. AVL would have answered that, all of that in seconds. So why would Baloyi not bring something that is going to help his case? If it is helping his case, why? Because that will actually make the case of the statement of Constable Zungu very strong. If then Baloyi is going to shield that, what does that say? Without it, the court is left with one story from Constable Zungu versus denial with no neutral referee. So how is the court supposed to move from that? And the courts are not allowed to guess. They need proof. Proof. And this is where the law becomes brutal. A court must ask, at the highest point of the state case, could a reasonable court convict? If the answer then is no, then the law demands a discharge against the accused. Not because the accused might be innocent, but because the state failed to prove guilty. And they are failing every day with everything they say. Now Judge Ratta is left with a dilemma. If a conviction happens with missing objective evidence, with uncorroborated testimony, with unresolved doubt, that judgment becomes appeal ready. Because appellate courts do not forgive guesswork, gap filling, or emotional reasoning. They demand proof. Where is the proof, Baloyi? Where is the proof? Did Baloyi bring the proof? This case is no longer about what might have happened. It is about the state, what the state can prove. And without the AVL evidence, presence is uncertain, credibility is weakened, doubt is unavoidable. And where reasonable doubt exists, the law says you cannot convict. This is not opinion. This is not bias. This is criminal law. This is criminal law. And it's most unforgiving. That is where it is. So Baloyi, if he wanted to save the state case, he should have brought what? The AVL. Him not bringing the AVL says what about him? What does it mean about Baloyi, about Gininda? What does it tell us as people that are watching the case? Because you cannot tell me that the state cars do not have an AVL. Kanjani? Like also we are watching the Madlanga Commission. We hear these things, how they happen. It's not that they do not have, they do. They are fitted. State vehicles are fitted, but they are running away with it. And I hope that this running away with the evidence that would have helped the state case is going to be their downfall. It's how they are going to lose the case. They must lose it. Because at Meleni, the case is based on hearsay. The case is based on one witness. The witness that is not corroborated. The witness that did not bring an AVL. The witness that came at a later stage. Because the witness, which is Constable Zungu, his testimony is only introduced to 2023. He came to 2023, May 2023, to do the statement. And then he came late August, September to give evidence. But wait, isn't he the one that was present when the accused were busy planning? Do you see how bad the situation becomes when you lie a lot? Now, they have nothing to stand on. The case collapsed long time ago. So if the evidence existed and was not produced, should the court assume it helps the state or it hurts it? What must happen now? So Chadrata has a dilemma here. With all his outbursts, he needs to make sure he keeps things in the law situation, in the grounds of law. No matter what he does, he has no choice but to deal with things legally. Legally speaking, he needs to do things accordingly. Exactly like that. Do you understand? So there's a lot of things that Ubaloyi did not help, did not make to help his case. Some I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him because Ubaloyi is a seasoned prosecutor. He knows that the legal starting point, not shortcuts, in South African criminal law, conspiracy or common purpose requires proof that the accused were present. Number two, they associated themselves with the crime. Number three, the participation is proven beyond reasonable doubt. That last part is non-negotiable. So he knows all of these guys. Baloyi knows this. Beyond reasonable doubt means no material uncertainty that can reasonably change the outcome. Not possible, not probable, not maybe. He knows even the law of the single witness, the single witness evidence allowed but dangerous. He knows it's dangerous. So if Ubaloyi wanted to save the case, why is he not doing the right thing? Why is he not doing the right thing? He knows what the right thing is. Why is he not doing it? And I'm sick and tired of him. He finished the case without doing right by the case. So, guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Please drop your comment section. Let's have a discussion. I want to hear your views. I want to hear how do you feel about everything that is happening? What do you think must happen when it comes to this case? Because I believe without the AVL, it can't make sense. Why bengazusinika i-AVL kaZungu? Why? Why not? Why not bring the AVL of Zungu? It can't make sense. It doesn't. So let's talk. I want to hear you. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Just please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you'll be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Bye.